A couple of examples of quadratic root word problems. One that you can solve by factoring, and the other one will use the quadratic formula. The product of two consecutive even numbers is 288. So with the word problem, what you're trying to do is set up an equation and then factor it to come up with the answer. So the product of two consecutive even numbers is 288. Let x equal or represent the first number, and let x plus 2 equal or represent the second number. Two consecutive even numbers. So even numbers are going to be 2 apart. Product means to multiply. So you take the first number, multiply it by the second, and that equals or is 288. Expand. Bring the 288 across. And now you've got it in standard form. Factor. The number's a little big, but you can quickly deduce what the factors are. You're trying to find a product of 288 and a sum of 2. So quickly, 1 and 288, 2 and 144, 4 and 72, 8 and 36, 16 and 18. And here you can stop because with a 16 and an 18, you can get to 2. It has to be negative 288, so your factors are going to be, in terms of signs, it has to be positive 2, so that means the 18 is going to be bigger, the 16 would be negative, and now you have your condition met. Separate. And solve. So in this case, you have 2 possible combinations. Therefore, the numbers are 16 and 18, because the first solution, x equals 16, which means the second number is 2a, which is 18, or negative 18 and negative 16. So there's 2 possible sets of numbers that will meet the condition. The last word problem is a quadratic formula case. You might be able to factor this, but just to show you how to do the same thing using the quadratic formula, here's the example. You have a photograph that's originally 15 by 10. You're going to take the same width from the top and the left-hand side to make it smaller. And now you're going to reduce the area by 46 centimeters. The original area was 150 centimeters squared. So we're going to let x represent that width. So let x equal or represent the width of the crop, and that'll be in centimeters. The concept is length times width equals area. Our original is 15 by 10, equaling 150 centimeters squared. We're going to reduce the top and the side by some amount, and that will reduce our area by 46 centimeters. Now we're going to expand and simplify. So 150 minus 15x minus 10x plus x squared equals 104. Bring everything to the left-hand side, putting it in standard form. And that naturally will equal 0. I just combine these terms. And now we have a equaling 1, b equaling negative 25, and c is 46. Put all of this into the quadratic formula. So x equals negative b, again you have a double negative, plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all over 2a. Tidy up the double negative, becomes a positive, plus or minus. In your head or on a calculator, do the entire value under the radical sign. And this will become 441 all over 2. 441 is a perfect square, so this is actually factorable. So it's plus or minus 21 all over 2. So x equals 25 plus 21 over 2. So that's 46 over 2, so x is 23. Or x equals 25 minus 21 over 2, which is 4 over 2, which is 2. Looking at our answers, we have to look at the word problem to make sure that our answers make sense. Does it make sense that the crop could be 23 and 2, or just one of the values? So could it be 23 and 2? Well, it actually can't be 23 because our measurements are 15 by 10. If you take 23 away as the crop, you have a negative picture or something that isn't there. So our answer, the only one that makes sense in reality, is 2. So the question is, what are the dimensions of the cropped photograph? And the answer lies within the brackets. So this is going to be your length, and this is going to be your width. So subbing in 2, you're going to get new dimensions of 13 by 8. So 13 by 8 centimeters. Thank you for listening.